Hello guys. So today we will be seeing about the WebDriverManagerLibrary. So it is a library which manages all our binaries code. So I will explain you what exactly it does. So see, suppose uh, in order to work with Selenium WebDriver, what we do is first we set the system.set property like this as by set property. Here we specify argument WebDriver. Suppose we are working with Chrome driver, then we will put Chrome.driver, and here we have to provide the path. We have to manually download it and keep it at a location. So we have to do it like this. Okay, have to do it like this. Sorry guys, just a minute. Okay, okay. So what we have to do, we have to exactly download the driver and keep it somewhere in our system like here. Okay, and then we have to create an object of WebDriver driver Firefox. Sorry, sorry guys. No, Chrome driver, and then okay, let's just close it. Okay, so what is this going to do? We just right click, run as Java application. Now it is going to launch the browser and then close it. So here, this is the basic way to do this. Suppose suppose this browser is of 64-bit version and you need to work with some another type like 32-bit version, and then you have to again download this exe drivers and put it in your somewhere in your systems, suppose like for here, and then suppose some latest browser driver came in the market, then you have to manually go and go to this go to this site, Chrome driver storage google apis.com index, and you have to search the particular type of drivers, extract them, and then keep it at somewhere in your system. Now, yeah, so here WebDriver Manager Library comes in rescue, and what it does, it is going to automatically do all these things for you. So let's see how exactly this app library works. Okay, so, so here what we will do, we will keep an object. We'll create the object first. Let's so you have to call this library manager dot suppose you are working with Chrome, so it is going to list this Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, and all. Okay, so you have to call this, and these are the static methods. I will show you how these things are written. So then you have to call the setup in order to get you working with the latest setup, and then you have to do all the things which you were doing earlier. So you have to do the same things, just one line we have to add, so that you do not have to give these things and all, and other things like downloading manually and doing this. Okay, so like this. Okay, it is going to close it. Now let's run and see. Okay, so let's run. So it open the browser and close it because of driver.close. Okay, so here you can see it started this version 71.0.3578.33, and if you check the latest one, this one 71.0.35.77.33 is the latest one. Okay, so suppose this the problem with earlier was, suppose let me show you. Because if we used to do with this, we would be working with the older browser drives. Like suppose if we are doing with this one, so it is going to run only on the older version. But with this, you can work automatically. You will be able to work with the latest browser drivers. Suppose here you can see here Chrome driver version is 2.4.0. Let's check what our Chrome drivers version is. So here we can see it is 2.40565498. Okay, so we were working with the older browser drivers now, but now we can automatically work with the latest one. Okay, so apart from this, what else we can do? We can do many things like suppose if you want to run on a particular browser driver version. Okay, suppose we want to work on 2.19. Okay, so if we want to do like this, then we have to specify it here. We have to specify before a setup method is being called. We have to specify the version. So in this case, we want to run it on 2.19. So just give 2.19. Now when we are going to run our driver, so okay, so it opened and it closed, and see it is saying 2.19. Okay, so like this we can do. And apart from this, we suppose in the browser driver we have for Linux version, for Mac, for Windows, like this we have a different type of browser. So suppose we want to run on a Linux, it is going to fail on our system. But let's run and see. So let's give operating system as Linux. Okay. Now when we are going to run, it is going to most probably give us the timeout exception, because it is means the driver is not going to load on our system because it is Windows 7. So see, let's wait for a few seconds, and it is going to fail it saying the exception. Okay, so it is failed because of timeout. And it is saying because it is not going to work with this version of driver. Okay, Linux version. And if you want to see that it exactly in the repository, if you'll see, this is my Maven repository. Okay, so what it does, it downloads the browser drivers. Okay, so see, it tried downloading this one. At I tried downloading and working with this kind of driver. Okay, Chrome driver for Linux. But since we cannot run it, so because of which it failed. Okay. Now what else we can do? Let's see whether it works. So since our system is Windows, so let's run it and on Windows, and now it should run. Now it should run. Okay, so it ran perfectly fine. There was no problem at all. And on this one, okay. So this was all the implementation of WebDriver Manager library. And if you want to check out how exactly this library was created by Bonnie Garcia, and uh, see, on his GitHub page he has given all the way, miss everything which you need to know about this a library, like what was the problem earlier we used to do like this system dot set property, and what irked him to create this one, and now how can you use this in your Maven project. Like you just have to add this dependency, or if you are using Gradle, then you have to, in the dependencies section, you have to put like this for this library. Now you have to for each and every driver you have to give like this. You do not have to set property in system class after using this. And then what are all the methods it has? He has given all the examples, like force cache, force download, what all methods are available in this library. He has given us the description, like you can put proxy settings and all time, or these settings you can do. And if you want to check in this how this implementation is there, then I have put a source code also in my Eclipse in this project, and you just have to go inside to see this is the WebDriver Manager class. This is the abstract class, and in here this one is our static, and this one is our static synchronized method. So it returns us, it returns us the map. Okay, it returns us the map in which key, in the form of key and value we have is in the form of key and value pair the objects will be stored. So and then after that this it is calling another method, which is the setup method. This setup method is going to set us up the latest version of the browser drivers. So this is it, guys. This way you guys can uh, implement this. So this was about the pilot video on how to use WebDriver Manager. Now you guys can implement in your project and explore this API even further. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.